They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
What you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. This is caught. It's
Bro, get the...
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he'll get it inside the 35. The Colts at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
I don't got time to shit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So 3rd down, they need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Smith. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Back to the same target, Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He should.
On second and goal, Smith. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus
I
far,
got
but
even.
you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big
I ain't
play
gonna even lie. I
third
kinda
down.
cheated. Not on purpose,
Three
though.
tight ends up front here. Third and goal.
Oh my God, he one of them niggas. Come on, bro. God damn.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
We did that shit about 40 times for the
He
same
can find
play.
only to about the 4.
God
Only a yard
damn.
on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his
That
kick
shit
is
didn't
indeed
make
good. So a
That
long
shit didn't
drive
make
gets him
no
down
difference.
inside.
I didn't even get the point in bro. That shit didn't make no difference. That nigga did that shit about 4 or 5 times just to run the same fucking play.
Tougher, and I think they like
The original play.
But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are back.
Hey, YouTubing too much, bro.
For the year, a 3-game winning streak really coming.
Sometimes you gotta be original.
Time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes
I'm
you
gonna try
need your
this
best
too.
ball before that time.
Hold on.
And this team,
This what these
even
niggas do. They do this right here.
games,
They go.
they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here.
I
Second
just
down
wasted
and
this
long.
shit. I want this shit.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Geno. Forced out to his left.
God damn.
Touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I was forgetting hitting that R3 button to make me come.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Want the camera to see you?
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
What you watching?
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there at a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot in the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Damn!
It's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes.
Where you going?
Up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Colts come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just run through the air against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You all right?
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his
What are you doing?
Tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space, A loss results there.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Damn, who would give that shit up? Oh, that's a wait!
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every
Grab
time.
it!
And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it.
Yeah, you don't see me on the game and just start doing it. That was crazy.
He's got it, and it's 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
I ain't even lie, I was looking at that nigga.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
I feel like I focus on that straight too much. I don't see nobody but the nigga I'm trying to get a straight to.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Wilson. Going up top. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's
man, if you don't drag your stupid ass in that goddamn
14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Is it good? It is. You trying that bitch up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. Trey. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. His guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on
Bro, why everything
originated back
hot?
at the 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wilson's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he nicked down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw again is Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. Ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A lane open.
I knew that was coming. I don't even know. I'd rather kick it out of bounds now, bro.
I knew that shit was catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
I knew that shit was coming.
And as we've talked to special teams
I said that shit earlier. I said, why didn't he break that kick out of bounds? He didn't get 2 yards. I'll
move the
kick
kick
out
back to the 35. It was going to cut
That's
down
only right.
the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off.
Deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for
bringing
him
it
deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson.
I didn't see that safety right there.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Thrown by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And
bro, you already where you come at? You can't beat the KD red?
Brandon, this defense, they
okay.
on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Ooh, a juke. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now Gino on first down. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of first down in the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here in the next play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. To the end zone, but it's
I don't want to give a nigga a pick.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I need to not wide. Okay, man, this way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
Come on.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Going right side.
Go! Oh, this nigga right.
Able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Everyone gears
You want to go where?
down, talks about the importance of it, but fourth down.
Go to the pool?
Truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because
It
it
is
can
cold.
flip either way, depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Geno. Got it. That's Campbell. And he's going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up with 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Geno down to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
The ball.
This is taken at the 18.
What?
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Where my ball?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after a first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to run with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So unable
what you looking for?
From the 2. Let me ask you, as a
Who?
DB, what changes
Your feet hurt?
on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I went for a 2-point. I didn't know I was going for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. 154.
Everybody got smoked. That's crazy.
Coming into this ball game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hit.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the
Damn, I keep kicking it to his dumb ass.
He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I want to figure out the hold on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Bro, they didn't even let me. You know what? I think I'm doing that wrong. I can't even be mad at that.
Running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump ball passes.
If he underthrew the shit out that hole.
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game.
That's probably my fault,
the
though.
big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not
it's over, though. He just don't want to clock
that
it.
touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 11 now.
Why they spreading out and I want them to spread in?
Here's Smith. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to stop this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would be the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeated.
This is caught inside the 15.
Oh,
A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
This nigga hurt. Barkley's so goddamn weak.
Further than that. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well,
I ain't gonna say what I thought. That motherfucker screen froze, and all of a sudden I heard 2 people hitting the ball.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the
That shit crazy, boy. Niggas be winning by look. I did all that to come back.
Give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 180 yards.
Hey, Earl can get it. All right, that's enough white, mama.
Those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have
stop using all them damn white.
That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found.